Welcome to Quick Bytes, the lunchtime live stream with your tech integration specialist, Scott Conway. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I apologize for Friday's issue. I did a live stream with no audio, so it was kind of embarrassing, actually. So I had hit the mute key on my microphone just by accident. And so I am re-recording or rerunning the Troubleshooting with G Suite Help Sites episode today. Again, I apologize for those of you that are watching us live. Please know you have the question or chat feature out on the right-hand side of the video if you need to ask a question during this session. We'll try to get to them all by the end of the show. And for that, we want to get right into today's session, which is about troubleshooting with G Suite Help Sites. This is something that I find myself talking about often, and anytime I do a PD session, especially on the Google Suite platform, any service on the platform, because they all have their own individual help site, is that your first line of defense should be one of the help sites because, it's the old adage, go straight to the horse's mouth. Google is the best at updating and keeping us informed of all the new changes and new revisions and new iterations of their services and their platform. And there's no better place to go than the source. And Google is the source for their updates, for their changes. I remember when I first started using Google in the educational world, probably, over 12 years ago at this point, probably close to 12 years ago, that it was very difficult to put in writing or document any instructions, because by the time you had them finished, you had to rewrite them, you had to tweak it, you had to change it, images, screenshots. Google is notorious for always iterating. I mean, that's right in their mantra is iterate. And they're always improving and making it better. And I think that's one of the things I actually like about Google is that it's never stale. It's never old. It's always looking to be improved upon. And they listen to the user base when they do that. And it's really nice that they do that for us, because it allows us to grow and move on and do better things. So I'm happy with it. At the same time, it kind of irks me that, just when you got something complete, you're writing instructions, you're developing directions for something, that they go and change it. And your screenshots might have to change, or your step-by-step instructions might change. I hate that, but I love it. So it's a love-hate relationship with Google in that regard, that it's tough to really put anything in writing. So in oftentimes I choose not to. I'll put a link directly to the help site or the support site that Google has provided, because I know that I don't need to be in charge of updating that. It's on them. And that's what I want to show you today, are the different help sites that are available to you across the G Suite platform. They are out there, they're in abundance, and you can always get to them. So we'll talk first about Google Docs, because there's a way to get to it in a Google Doc. You can actually see it here in my slideshow. Right at the top in this toolbar here, you'll see the word help. And when you click on help, you see this little drop down here. And slides help is built right into here. You can see there's other things in this menu, but we're focused on slides today and the help support site. And when you click on that, it'll open in a dialog box that presents itself right here. Now you could do a quick search directly within the actual platform or service. Right now we're in slides. Whether you're in docs, sheets, slides, or forms, they're all going to pull from the same help site. Those four will all pull from Google Docs support site. So docs, sheets, slides, and forms. And this little quick shortcut tool kind of overlays, so I don't actually have to move to a full separate window to do this, but I can search anything here. And I'm going to use the same across all of my platforms, insert image, and hit return. And you can see that I'm going to get in the quick search results here, these little blue icons that connotate that I'm working with the Google Docs support site, and insert or delete images. There it is right there. Now, I want to take you to the full site because I want you to see that there's more to that than just this little quick search. So I'm going to say browse all articles. And when I do that, I'm now pulled out to the full-fledged Doc Editors Help, or Docs Editors Help. And this is their full site. You can see up here I have Help Center. I also have Community. And in the top, how can we help you? This is what you will see for pretty much every software service that Google has under its umbrella. They all have one. So your first line of defense is to take a look at the support site, because the most relevant, the most current, up-to-date information regarding the step-by-step instructions, they have tutorials. They'll tell you what you need to know right here. Okay, and you can see this one, as I said, includes doc sheets, slides, forms. Okay, and I can type right in here, insert image, and I'm not going to hit enter just yet. I want to show you, first of all, I don't even need to hit enter. It's coming up with some built-in right here, Help Center articles. But I want to talk for a minute about this community aspect, is that this site, yes, 50% of it is the Google Support Team Help Center. All of their articles, all of their tutorials, all of their how-tos are all here built in, ready for you. But then there's a user base, a community of users, like you and I. Other certified trainers, other Google teachers, Google certified teachers that are using this platform and all of its services on a day-to-day basis. And who better than ourselves to help each other? So they include this aspect of community. And I'll show you once I hit enter that the results you're going to get are going to be separated out by the Google for Support team and the community of users. So the first here, these icons, these blue docs, are going to be the ones that are coming directly from Google. So that's how you know you're getting a help article straight from the Google support team. But if you look down here, you'll see this little text bubble, to a little comment bubble back to back. That is from the community forum. So that is the user base. Other users like you and I who are working in Google Docs every day, and we might have a similar issue as to what you're describing up here. And if you've exhausted all of the support articles from Google on your topic, maybe you've got something that's really obscure and out there, and it's just not enough to go to the Google support docs. Well, refine your search, and you might find someone else out there in the user base who is either having the same issue or a similar issue. And by looking through the threaded responses, you can see there's 8 replies to this one, 7 replies. You might just get a clue as to, oh, this is maybe what I'm missing, or this is what I forgot, or, oh, look, they've got an answer. And it's rated. So you'll usually see when you click in here, best answer or recommended answer. You know, one of those 8 replies might be the top rated answer. And you can quickly jump to that to see what is everybody saying, or what's the best answer to this question. So there's no better place, like I said, than to come straight to the horse's mouth, go right to the Help Center articles, these things in blue here, these little icons. But if that doesn't suffice, then broaden out to the whole community base and take a look, because other users might be able to help you out. So that is accessing the Google Docs help site. And from slides, again, that was here under help. And I can do quickly right in here, but I'm only going to get, looks like, the Google support articles. If I want to get the form as well, and you can kind of visit the help form or the browse all articles, will get you to that. Now, the same is true in Google Docs. You've got the same toolbar here at the top. So I click help. There it is, Docs help. I get the pop-up, but again, I can also click browse all articles. And it brings me right back to that same home page. How can we help? And you start describing your issues. And again, once you hit enter, it will show you the Google support team documents versus the community user-based support documents. And you can choose to do that. Now, it's a little bit different when you get into a Google form. It is still utilizing Google Docs as the support form, but getting there is a little different. So be on the lookout. We know that the 3 dots often means more. And in this case, I click it, but I don't see help in there. So in this case, you actually have to look for the icon, the little question mark. You'll see this in some platforms as well. There is no toolbar up here. Again, it's not in the three dots more, three lines. But down here on the question mark, you're going to click that, and there is the Help Center. When you click it and open it, this brings you directly to how to use Google Forms. So it has already started to narrow your search down. But if you look at the top left corner, you'll see that it's still within the umbrella of Docs editors. So this is all under the umbrella of Google Docs, and that's Sheets, Slides, Docs, and Forms. So you're still using the same database, but you've got that there, and you've got the community aspect, obviously. So it's just a little different. You got to use the little question mark. Now, when you're in a Google site, there is no question mark and there is no toolbar at the top. However, there is three dots, and in this case, the Help Center is there under three dots, or three slashes. Often in the Google world, three dots, it looks like, is the latest. And you'll find help there. And when you come over to this site, looks a lot like the Google Docs site. In this case, this one is specifically for Google Sites. And again, you have the Help Center and you have the community. So as you start to type, and we'll use the same insert image functionality here, and I hit enter, you can see that I've got the Google Help articles. So this is straight from Google Sites or Google Support Team. And then I've got the community user base as well. So again, I'm feeding off of both of these. Like I said, it's great to go straight to the source, but if you need to use the user base, there's a lot of reliable people out there who are utilizing Google services on a day-to-day basis, and they might have that kind of obscure issue that you're encountering, and they might have some suggestions for you. So it's a good thing to check out both places. But again, just please know that all Google services across the entire G Suite platform will have this for you. Each one will have its own help site, whether you're on Blogger or Sites or email, with Gmail. They have their own support site for Gmail dedicated completely to it. Google Calendar has its own help site completely dedicated to it. So again, before you reach out and ask someone specifically, or you put in a support ticket, go to the source, go to the help site for your platform, and type in your issue or what you're looking for, and you might find it right there. And again, you can always broaden your user base and look out to the community of users for additional support. So that is pretty much it. Just don't forget, each one has its own support site. I want to thank you for joining us today. I don't really see any questions coming in, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.